of his eye. Sit right down, we're gonna give you the scoop with Ryan Pfeiffer and Lisa Doop. Shamma-lamma ding-dong loop-de-loop. This is the story of a guy named Mr. Boop.
You're listening to Being Mr. Boop, from the people who brought you Cartoon All-Stars to the rescue. My name is Ryan Pfeiffer, and I am Mr. Boop.
My name is
Lisa Doop.
Wow.
And I'm Mr. Boop.
My name is Cadance Quick, and I am Mr. Boop.
Wow! Caden, Lisa.
Yeah?
It's Sunday,
Yes,
May
right?
24th, 2020, I think, probably, and we're reading the 97th ever Mr. Boop strip. What happens in today's Mr. Boop? Let me answer that. I am deeply uncomfortable.
You guys can't see what we're seeing, but Ryan, his hologram has just faded away.
What? I'm a hologram now? I was a hologram the whole time. Goodbye.
Welcome to the club.
Man. I wonder
What? Welcome to the what?
I said welcome to the club. To, the hologram club.
Oh, okay.
But wait a second, I was also a hologram.
Whoa. I could diversity win. All of the hosts of Being Mr. Boop are holograms.
But I'm like one of the cool ones. I'm like a Max Headroom hologram.
Ah.
I can't do a Max Headroom impression, but if I did, that would be the bit I'm doing. Hi. I'm Lisa Doop. In today's episode of Being Mr. Boop. Anyway, panel 1. What happens in panel 1? I'm going to answer that.
Okay.
Because you did the intro. I don't know, whatever. Panel 1. We have Alec on the left, sitting on the bed, and Betty on the right, laying on the bed, stomach first. Alec has his little hands neatly, on his lap.
Yeah, I would say
And
that's
he
a lap.
says, yeah. Oh, and Betty has been freed from her handcuffs. And he says, so, how did the world change during the year I was in my coma? And Betty says, nothing important.
So in our
Wait a second. Are we to believe that he got into his coma in 2019? Is that the idea?
Well, I think that the premise here is that there's no status quo changes. That's the joke here.
Right.
I think.
We don't need to think about the time frame. The joke is
I think
just
we
that...
do, because I think the joke is that there's a pandemic going on in real life. I think that's the joke here.
And for the past year, nothing has happened in Mr. Boop.
Oh.
Anyway.
So maybe the joke
maybe
is...
it's supposed to take place in 2021 now?
Maybe the joke is supposed to be like, in the Mr. Boopaverse, like, COVID didn't happen.
Yeah.
Or... Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I don't think it did happen because... Well, spoilers, but actually...
I mean, Betty
COVID
is wearing a mask.
referenced later on.
Okay, that...
Later on, I think in the final book, there is
Did we mention she's
references
still
to
wearing the
COVID.
suit?
Oh yeah, she's still wearing the gimp suit.
And
Alec
the
Alec
handcuffs...
is still dressed up.
The
too.
handcuffs are still on one hand,
Yeah.
just not, like, on.
Only on one hand, yeah.
Yeah. So, in panel
guys.
2...
Wait, I got something important
Okay.
to say. Welcome to the Dirty Rap or Dirty Crap segment part.
Wait.
I see.
Shadow synopsis for this one.
Oh, okay.
Shadow synopsis yesterday was good stuff from me as usual. Okay, and shadow
Ryan
synopsis.
just rolled his eyes.
Shadow synopsis today was glad we covered that. This is one of those shadow synopsises that doesn't make sense until we actually read the whole strip. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks for that, Alec.
Dirty Rap or Dirty Crap. This part, in part 2, I read out a line from the top 50 grossest rap lyrics of all time, and I'm going to cut out the swear word, and you have to tell me what swear word is in it.
Okay,
Now,
do
this
we have to
one-
get
no
the...
slurs, please.
no slurs. Also, do we have to get the point of... or
No
the
slurs.
part of speech correct?
What?
Before we start the Dirty Rap or Dirty Crap segment, we got a reply from Alec Robbins. He
great.
said, no significance at all. 2 electro points. I just picked randomly and then stuck with them.
Awesome.
Thanks for the feedback, Alec.
Deep lore.
The line
I-
is...
We always love to hear from
Hold on,
fans.
I
no
have a
fudge.
question about the rules.
Hmm?
If the answer is fucking, but I say fuck, does that count?
I think it's half a point.
Half a point, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, half. Okay. This one is very sexual, the most sexual one we had, so I'm just warning that beforehand.
Gotcha.
'Cause I'm a pump you up, cold split your clit, then let you come in my mouth whilst you suck my...
Tit.
Ryan.
What?
I am also. I mean, I feel like it's gotta be tit, right? Like, I think I just agree.
What? No, it's dick. You guys
Oh, well, it
lose a
rhymes.
dirty rap
What?
point.
What do you mean? That doesn't rhyme.
I'm-
It other thing rhymes.
The line is, 'cause I'm a pump you up, cold split your clit, then let you come in my mouth while you suck my dick.
Okay, I mean,
Wait,
fair
what?
enough. I
Wait,
guess
wait,
when
wait, I don't
performed,
I
it
don't
could
know.
rhyme. But when
Say that- say it
stated,
again,
it
say it
doesn't
again.
rhyme.
'Cause I'm a pump you up, cold split your clit, then let you come in my mouth while you suck my dick.
That doesn't make sense. Like, whose perspective is it supposed to be?
It is a.
I feel like that's two conflicting perspectives.
No. It come as in discharge is I believe the implication.
Yeah. It's two conflicting perspectives.
Let you come in my mouth while you suck my dick. Why are you coming in my mouth if you're sucking my dick?
Is it no? I was gonna say maybe it's two men, but that doesn't make sense either because he said
These lyrics were provided to us by Mark Sex with 2 X's.
Mark Sex. I don't
No,
think
no, no,
Mark
no.
Sex has
No,
had
it's
sex.
It's a heterosexual 69, and from the male's perspective, and when the male says the word "come" is talking about vaginal discharge.
Okay, but
Okay.
it still doesn't rhyme.
Well, I'm sad to say, Ryan, you have -2 dirty rap
That's
points.
bullshit.
Okay?
That should have
You
been the
also have
lyric.
you
That one I
also have
actually was
-2
confident
dirty
about.
rap points. Now,
So
Sophia
here's
and Jenny
I
are in the lead.
wanted to go dick at first. I didn't like it
No
because I was
dick.
like this doesn't rhyme. But
No balls.
then I heard tit and I was like, wait, that does rhyme, so it's gotta be that.
I didn't even think dick. It didn't even occur to me.
Sorry that I'm not heteronormative enough.
Sorry, I don't have a dirty mind like you. What?
Sorry.
Men can't have those? What?
Sorry, the only sex I'm familiar with is very gay.
Actually, I'm not sorry.
Okay, panel 2.
Panel two, we
2.
see it's a close up of Alec, and he's smiling pleasantly, and he says he's got a speech bubble. It says, "Okay, gotcha."
Because nothing happened in the.
I will say, less than 5 minutes ago, I noticed the condoms. I did not notice this on my first read, and I did not notice this until
Panel
that's
three.
on
panel
panel
3,
on
by the
panel
way.
3.
Panel-
I'm sorry to
Yeah.
bring it up too early, but I do want to mention
Get
that
it
this
together, kid.
this was not something that I noticed until like during this episode.
I have a question about
More like
panel 3,
Durex
actually.
this episode. I'm sorry.
Do you think that there is a hole in the gimp suit where the vagina is?
We don't need to talk about that.
I also agree that we don't need to talk about that, but I'm gonna answer it anyway. I think there's two arguments towards both. There's an argument towards both yes and no. I think the argument towards yes is that the way, like the perspective is that she's drawn on her stomach, so it's like a censoring joke, where it's like the hole is there, but you know the stomach, so it's being covered.
I disagree.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also the argument towards no, and that they just like rub each other, and that's like how they have sex.
Yeah, but why would you? I don't know this I'm not experienced with gimp suits, but why would you use condoms if you're just rubbing against the outside of a gimp suit?
The aesthetic, you know?
I guess for the photo op.
The flavor.
Yeah, the condom flavoring. Okay, well, let's describe panel 3. Betty is on her back, same position as panel 1, except now she's got a fist on her chin. You can see her butt, I guess, and her teats. And she says, "Oh, there's condoms all around, blah blah blah." You know,
There's a little bit of a toy in the back.
Is that in the end? Yeah, that's a toy in the back. And she says,
It's a
been
rocket
pretty
ship.
much the same."
It's a
Sure.
yeah.
Yes, right. Sure. Yeah, Ryan. It's a rocket ship.
Yeah, Ryan. It's a rocket ship. Good job. Continue.
Panel 4.
I disagree.
oh.
I disagree that it's a censoring joke.
Okay.
No,
Because I don't
this
think
is
he needs to do that.
Beforehand, was there a locker? And he wouldn't do that. He'd never do that. Was there a locker on her mouth before?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm looking
Yeah.
back and there
I'm
was.
surprised you
and,
didn't mention it last time.
I didn't notice it last time, honestly. Panel 3. No, panel 4. It's the
Panel 4
Oh,
is basically...
Wait! Okay.
All the
this been
sunshine
copied?
bright on my old Kentucky home.
Okay, I was thinking to myself, I thought to myself, has this one actually been copy pasted like we've so joked? But it
No.
hasn't. The drawing is different. I was like,
No.
I thought maybe it could have been like to add to the joke, but
No, but it's the same shot as panel 2, but instead of saying "Okay, gotcha," Alex speech bubble says, "Got it. Let's move on." That's 2 sentences.
Right. One thing that I want to add, that I think is very funny. Gonna call back to my first appearance on Being Mr.
remember the
Boop.
podcast you're on. By the way.
Remember the hit episode that I was on? No, I think it's funny how the I think it's funny how the crop top that Mr. Boop is wearing in this scene only goes to his sternum, but the hospital gown from the other one went all the way down to thighs.
Yeah, it shows his 2 personalities.
Right, yeah, the
One
crop top
little-
and hospital gown personality.
Yeah. Is this all there is to talk about this
I
one?
still don't understand this strip.
I
guess.
think we've given this one justice. I think we can leave it alone.
I think it's a confusing strip.
Yeah, it doesn't really. I think I think personally that the joke is that there's not going to be any status quo changes and there's not going to be any, futuristic shit. But also, it might be a subtle.
I don't think it.
reference to the virus.
I think he thought he needed to say that.
I think the purpose
I thought
of
it
the
would be funny
episode.
to
I think
say
the episode. I think the purpose of the strip was there was an 8-month coma, but literally that has no implications on anything.
Yeah.
But do you think he
I think
thought he
this is
needed to
just-
say that?
I don't know.
I think that he didn't need to, but I think that it's funny to.
Right.
I think that he's just doing this because it's a.
Just acknowledging that it's a total plot hole.
I mean, it's got a funny tone to it. It's a
Right.
funny exchange, but it doesn't. It raises. I think it raises more questions than it answers.
Maybe it's not trying to answer questions. Maybe it's trying to mask questions.
I mean, yeah, but I think it raises more questions than
Okay.
it masks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that he was just trying. I think
pun
he was just trying to be
intended.
funny, and I think this is a funny strip.
Mask like COVID, like gimp suits.
Mask like
Exactly.
the
Oh
not
my
like the
god!
movie
No!
Son
No!
of the
No!
Mask.
No!
It reminds me of this story.
You've been listening to Being Mr. Everything's coming up Millhouse. You can visit the show's website at www.beingmrboop.com for a full catalog of episodes and to sign up to host the podcast. For more updates, follow at Mr. Boop Pod on Twitter. You can find my work at decadedecaf.com.
You can find me at Semi-Sweet Gaming.
Uh,
And now this is the part where you...
where I show you.
attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where you-
And you can Google Lisa Dupe on google.com.
Something will probably come up that's
Yeah.
maybe related.
I will say though, this is probably the last episode of me being on Being Mr. Boop. So I'm gonna shamelessly do a little bit of a longer promo. I make video games. They're funny. I make music. That's like instrumental soundtrack. Pretty awesome. Go to decadedecaf.com. Awesome.
Play. What was the card game?
Scoop the Pool.
Play Scoop the Pool. That's.
I
fun.
already
It's a fun
promoted
game.
Afterthoughts, which has both Molly and Scoop the Pool, but you know what?
Yeah, but Scoop the Pool specifically. That's a fun one.
Okay, yeah, but like download Afterthoughts because I don't want people to go to my profile and be like, ooh, here's Scoop the Pool, and it's like the outdated version.
Just Google it.
God damn it. All right, well. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Thank you and good night,
Thank you and good
everybody.
night.
Thank you and good night.
Thank you and good night.
What?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you and good night.
Thank you, good night.
No, thank
No,
you.
thank you and good night.
All right, you win.
Thank you.
Well, it's married to the world famous Betty Boop. Gee whiz, what a lucky guy. So in love, might make you puke. She's the apple of his eye. Sit right down, we're gonna give you the scoop with Ryan Pfeiffer and Lisa Dupe. Shamma-lamma ding-dong, loop-de-loop. This is the story of a guy named Mr. Boop.
This podcast was brought to you by the Pitch Drop Podcast Network. Like what you just heard? Support the show by going to patreon.com/pitch drop. And while you're at it, check out pitchdrop.net for more of this and other shows.